If you set your boundary too close and you can't back it up, your kids will resent it and they will fight it and they will push it back to where it needs to be. So don't go too far on your boundaries. So I guess my point is wherever you set your boundary, you better have a very, very good reason, not some arbitrary thing about how Satan has power at 12:01, but at 11:59 he's bound by the spirit. Like that's bogus and they'll see right through that crap, right? So it can't be arbitrary and it has to be rock solid. And if you can articulate it well enough, they'll hear it and get it.
Being said, I do want to add one, I'm always empathetic of their feelings because even if I'm telling them something and I have a good reason and they're not happy about it, I get it. I get that you're not happy about it. And I'm going to say, I get that you're not happy about this. But
Sucks. I
ultimate,
get
and
this
it
sucks.
sucks.
Your friends are going
Yeah,
over there. They're gonna
you're
have a
right.
great time. This sucks.
And I get that you may not agree with that, but ultimately, because I'm your parent and I care about you and even though you don't think so, I do understand a little bit more about the world. This is the call I'm going to make. Now, I will also, though, try to, help out. Say, if you want to stay late, great. You can stay late and I'll come pick you up, but you're not going to like stay the night.
If you
So I'll
don't
try
want
to
your
be
friends to
considerate
come to our house
and stay
and stay
late.
till 3 a.m.,
Great.
I will drive everyone home. But we're not doing a sleepover.
Yeah.
Right. And you're like, okay, let's adjust this. Let's move this around. I want you to have a blast. I want it to be so cool. There's no way in the world I'm letting you go over there and stay the night. Not happening.
Yeah. Couple things there.
One more thing with this one, you guys that use whenever our kids push and push and push, I'm like, okay, the only way we can have a really educated conversation about this is if you do the research as well. So read this book and I'll read this book and we'll discuss it. So let's say they're
Or
pushing back on
even this
video
part of this
games
book.
or social media. I'm like, hey, I want you to read An Anxious Generation. You read it, I'll read it, then we'll talk about it. I want them to do the research and get the information from somebody else that's not me. Because if they get it from a third party who presents it so well, they come back and they're like, bro, dad, that's crazy. Yeah, you're right. I'm not doing that. And you let somebody else do the heavy lifting.
Mm,
It's like, I didn't
it's
come up
true.
with this. I didn't make this up. I didn't pull it out of my magic hat. Like, I learned this stuff. So if you don't believe me, you go read it and then we'll talk about it.
That's been the biggest convincer for our children
Yeah.
on things they really push back at. We're like, okay,
Do the
read this,
research.
watch this video, then tell me what you think. And then they're like, okay, you're right. And like, I hate to be these fearmonger people that are, you know, teaching teaching our children to not trust people. But let me tell you from personal experience, guys, and I get a little emotional about this. Greg and I started out our journey as parents. When we started traveling, we became the hippies. And I literally believed and I told my children there are no bad people in the world and there's only people that are misguided. And my oldest daughter latched onto that and believed it and may even still believe it. And as a result, she was sexually abused and raped. Two different experiences. It is my fault because I taught her to believe that. And it's just not true. There are bad, evil people in the world that will take advantage of you, especially if you're naive and believe there are no bad people. So we are speaking from experience here. And, I hate to make it sound like everyone is out there trying to sexually abuse your children, but there's a lot of people out there trying to do it. And we need to be careful and we need to teach them to be careful because it's real. It's mostly by someone we trust friends, family, the cousins, the uncle, even the dads, nowadays, even women. As parents, we don't want to take that risk because we love our children and we don't know what's going to happen. A true story. A dad gave kids smoothies with some kind of drug that made them sleep. He did it all the time until one of the kids didn't drink it and saw what happened. There was a guy in Tennessee who got arrested finally after being a soccer coach for years. Is this the same guy? Who would have them come over to his house. He would drug them and rape them, boys, and video it.
You did it for
It
years and years
happened
and years.
for years, and he was a trusted leader in the community. This stuff is real.